Diamond Gusset is proud to announce the anthem of the Patriot movement. They're offering a free CD, T-shirt, and bumper sticker with a qualifying purchase. Diamond Gusset offers great products at great prices while keeping Americans working.
I'm looking for a factory where a man can feed his family. Not worried about them moving it south, closing the doors and shutting her down tomorrow. I'm looking for America.
We're American and be proud. Go to gusset.com/America.
The land of the free and the home of the brave. Seems like I just woke up one day and it was gone, long gone. But I know in my heart it's still
Again, go to gusset.com/America today.
Alex told you the government announced recently that the recession is over. It ended on June of 2009. The millions of Americans unable to find work might not agree. Perhaps the recession ended for the bankers and government employees, but for the rest of us, things seem to be getting worse. Gold and silver haven't heard the news either. They've begun their long-expected journey to the moon. In addition to converting your shrinking dollars into gold and silver, you should consider a food savings account from eFoods Direct. They both make fabulous investments. Food is our greatest dependency, and we know it will be more precious than any financial resource. You and your family need food to survive a crisis, and you can't eat paper, stocks, or metals. Alex has been urging you to invest in delicious, easy-fix meals to enjoy now or save for long-term. This will freeze the cost of your food while you can still afford it. Visit efoodsdirect.com on the internet or call 800-409-5633. That's efoodsdirect.com or 800-409-5633.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years. The crazy part is, he's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself. You can find the video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica, the number 3.com. Watch the free video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com.
We now take you live to the Central Texas Command Center and the heart of the resistance, rallying patriots worldwide. You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
What Gerald Celente was just getting into is so important. It's not just that we're sliding into a depression in the last 2 years, according to every real economic measurement, but that they continue to lie about it and change their stories weekly. We're going to be discussing some of their, quote, predictions that have all proven to be lies. They know they're lying, versus what Gerald Celente, Dr. Paul Craig Roberts, and so many others have documented here on this broadcast. We're going back to Gerald Celente here in just a moment. First, I wanted to tell you about the wonderful folks at efoodsdirect.com. It's high quality, made right here in America, non-GMO, non-hybrid, storable food. They have a lot of different food lines. It's all been packaged in the last week to the last month. You're not buying some old 5-10-year-old junk. They've got gourmet pre-made meals. They've got basic stuff. They've got everything. efoodsdirect.com. You'll never stand in a bread line if you own your own bread. It is crazy to not have storable foods in the type of world that we're headed into. I have storable foods. This is where I got them. efoodsdirect.com, 800-409-5633. Continuing, Diamond Gusset jeans, made in America. They got regular jeans, motorcycle jeans. They look like Levi's, but they don't tear out in a month like Levi's now do, made in Mexico. Levi's used to be great. They've got a wide spectrum of great products, and they've got a special running at gusset.com/America, where when you get a certain amount of jeans, you get 3 free gifts, including T-shirts, that great country music CD about restoring jobs here in the United States. Gusset.com/America or 888-8-GUSSET and tell them you want the Alex Jones special. 888-GUSSET. And lastly, you may be awake, I may be awake, but your friends, your family, they're somewhat awake now, but they're not informed yet. You know, we got awakened years ago, but when you first wake up, you don't quite know what's going on. Then you've got to assess the situation. People are now awake, and the media, the old media, the dying media, is there saying, don't criticize taxes exploding at the state level. Don't criticize the devaluation of the dollar, which is another tax in your purchasing power. Don't discuss your Social Security being frozen, even though you paid into it. Don't discuss the offshore banks getting trillions of dollars and won't tell Congress where it went. If you don't shut up, it's going to cause shootings. It's Rush Limbaugh and Alex Jones's fault and Michael Savage. Word for word. It's our fault. We're bad. And then we find out, didn't watch TV, didn't like talk radio, didn't like politics. He was on drugs, obsessed with her. Just like I told you Sunday. Now all confirmed. And now is the time to go to Infowars.com and get Endgame, The Obama Deception, Fall the Republic. Both of those films, by the way, have Gerald Celente in them. The Obama Deception came out almost 2 years ago. And it laid out everything Obama was going to do and how it would unfold and what would happen. And people watch it now. It's more powerful than 22 months ago when it came out. It is freaking people out. Now that DVD is ready to be seen. Get it. Make copies. Get it out to folks. Get a PrisonPlanet.tv membership. We got 5 months free right now at PrisonPlanet.tv. Get Jim Marr's $1 trillion conspiracy about the banking takeover. They own it all, including you, by way of toxic debt by Ron McDonald. And we've got the Alex Jones Essential special. 5 of my films for $24.95. That's less than $5 a piece. We're getting rid of that soon. How do I run this operation and this big crew? How do I finish the TV studio, which we're almost done with? I'm going to give you a tour of soon. How do we continue to do what we do here? Because you buy the books and videos. But that's only part of it. The rest of the equation is that you take those books and videos and materials and have viewing parties. Tell your neighbors, you want to know what's going on? Let's get informed. Give them to your city council. Give them to your police chief, your sheriff, your priest, your pastor, your rabbi, your imam. People that are effective in the community, you need to educate the educators. The people are ready to hear the truth. Visit the online video bookstore at Infowars.com. The T-shirts, the ball caps. You want to meet like-minded people? Wear an Infowars.com shirt. Believe me, go to church or go to work or walk down the street and see what happens. We've got to come together. We've got to start communicating with each other. And so it's all symbiotic. PrisonPlanet.tv, the books, the videos, all of it, Infowars.com. Also, support our local affiliates. We're getting a lot of new AM and FM affiliates all over the country. And they are wonderful. A lot of them are huge, big juggernaut stations in major cities. Support their sponsors. Support those stations. Spread the word to your coworkers about the station. Tell folks at a grocery store line, hey, you're going out in your car, tune into this FM or AM station. That's what I do. I'm on several stations here in Austin. I plug them in the grocery store line every day. They start asking me for it. You want a loyalty card so we can track you? You want to? And I'll say, hey, why don't you tune into this radio station? It's a buzz. You create a buzz. The buzz is already there. We push it into overdrive. We bring down the globalist in a big way. You notice they're pushing back right now, but they're scared. They're trying to intimidate us to shut up because they know that they are not invincible. In fact, they're weak because they've engaged in so many crimes. It's also important to support local station sponsors. It's important to support the people we bring on here, whether it's Ron Paul, Rand Paul, Gerald Celente, you name it. It's important to check out trendsresearch.com and subscribe to that important journal. As we grow the alternative, real media 2.0, as Gerald puts it. Now, Gerald, you were getting into, so please recap, all their lies. You'd gotten up to point 4. I was reading out of this CNBC report. Housing market slips into depression territory. You've been saying that for 2+ years. Every other economist or trends forecaster we have on. We know real unemployment's above 22%. They're saying it's 9.7. And then they have this Orwellian statement here. As the economy revs back into life with signs of hiring on the horizon, on the horizon. The housing market is being left behind. What are they talking about? Please continue.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that in what you're saying about supporting the people to keep your show running, as you well know, the folks here wear diamond gusset jeans, and we also have our supplies of efoods.com. And it's very important also to re-look at, if you haven't gotten it yet, the Obama deception and the fall of the Republic, and particularly give it to your wimpocrat friends who believed in change you could believe in and believed in hope, because as you have done so brilliantly in those productions by bringing the people that you did on to outline what was going to happen, it's falling out exactly as predicted. And if you need any more proof of who's running the White House, look who Obama just brought in as his new chief of staff. Another Daley from Chicago. And where did he come from? Oh, he was the chief lobbyist for J.P. Morgan Chase. There's some more change you can believe in. And you look at the other guy who he just brought in to take over the place of the brilliant Larry Summers, Gene Sperling. And what was he famous for? I think it was helping to deregulate the Glass-Steagall Act under the Clinton administration. And isn't he a lot of great change? Because he had the same position under the Clinton administration that he now has with the Obama administration.
And we have the architects of Glass-Steagall and the tens of trillions in derivatives, 1.5 quadrillion total, impossible to pay back. The Dailies are admittedly the kings of the Irish mafia, going back almost 100 years. You've got... I mean, all these other mafias, the Rahm Emanuel Mafia and others running around. I mean, this is so brazen. And when you got cut off by the break, you were bringing up in the last 2-3 years how we were told after the stimulus, after the bailout, it's all going to turn around. And, oh, we never entered a recession, or we left the recession in June of '09. I mean, they literally can't even get their lies straight, and they're in there stealing with both hands, and Obama's out saying, I'm not going to hire some Wall Street insiders, when that's all he's doing.
I know. Again, you know, everyone should get copies of the Obama deception and fall of the Republic and distribute them to everyone that you know, because the facts are there. How they began to lie and continue to lie. So as we go forward here, and you know, I've been criticized, I want to make this really clear. We never said there would be a stock market crash. In 2010, I said that there would be a global financial crash of some sort. And we're seeing it with the European Monetary Union. Number two, when we made the forecast, we said, we don't know what schemes undreamed of they're going to come out with. Here it is. They shuffled under the table and funneled to their friends, as you well know, over between 13 to 20 trillion dollars in low interest or no interest loans to banks around the world, to hedge funds, to General Electric, to Harley Davidson, to Verizon, to the Bank of Japan, the banks in South Korea, in Ireland, in Spain, in France, in England, in
sent money to MSNBC. They were funding thousands of companies. The details are still secret. And the truth is, they tell us we never had a recession. It's all lies. We're in a depression for the average person. Every economic number is there. And so what you're dealing with is people that are in a delusion. We see Portugal going under. We see Ireland. We see Greece. Obama deception, shot 2 years ago, right as Obama was being sworn in, released a month after he got in. Webster Tarpley, economist George Humphrey, yourself, all of our guests in there, and my own analysis, with total precision lay out who they work for, what they were going to do,